All right, breaking news coming in on the 5-year-old rape case. The Delhi Deputy Chief Minister has called for an urgent meeting with regards to this case. That's the latest development on that case of the 5-year-old girl being raped inside an East Delhi school. This meet would be to overlook the safety and security of the children. That's the latest we are getting to you at this point in time. The meeting is likely to be held at around 4 p.m. today. This in connection with the 5-year-old girl who was raped in an East Delhi school. The latest we are getting to you at this point in time is that the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister has called for an urgent meeting to see the safety and security of children in the school. This meeting is to be held at 4 p.m. today. This coming after a 5-year-old girl was raped by a school peon in an empty classroom and was left to bleed. Remember, one after the other, school horror stories are coming to light from all parts of the country, and now taking matters into their own hands. The Delhi Deputy Chief Minister now asking for an urgent meeting to be called in to see the security and safety measures that the schools of Delhi are taking to ensure that children of all schools in the national capital are well taken care of, that they are safe inside the school. This coming close on the heels of the case that came to light of a 5-year-old girl who was raped by her school peon in an empty classroom and was then left to bleed. Milan Sharma joining us for more on that. Milan, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister calling for an urgent meeting today in the afternoon.
Yes, Deputy CM Manish Sisodia in Delhi has called for an emergency meeting with the Directorate of Education Department in Delhi so as to take updates and on safety measures inside schools in Delhi. And as you know that this comes close on the heels of a minor who was raped in Tagore Public School, which is in Gandhinagar in East Delhi. And currently, the government is trying to review security measures put in all private schools and government schools at this point of time. And the Directorate of Education has been informed to give information to the Deputy CM, who is also the Education Minister, who holds the charge as the Education Minister of the Delhi government, to be there and to apprise him of what are the kind of steps that are being taken to ensure that students and children in Delhi are safe.
Right, taking note of the recent spike of cases with regards to school horror coming to light, Manish Sisodia, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, also the Education Minister, calling in for an urgent meeting on safety and security of children within New Delhi schools to take a quick review of measures that are being taken by New Delhi schools in order to ensure safety of the children in schools. Milan, if we speak about today's meeting, what's going to be the highlight? What is going to be the agenda today? We understand that the Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia, also happens to be the Education Minister. There he is going to be asking for a quick check on the measures that are taken by Delhi schools in order to ensure safety of children in schools.
That's right. At this point in time, when the government has asked for an emergency meeting, the most important priority and point of agenda is going to be what are the kind of safety measures that the public schools and private schools are taking in Delhi NCR. And we know that according to the safety guidelines recommended by the Directorate of Education, the schools are supposed to be equipped with adequate CCTV cameras so as to monitor and to have proper verification papers of all the employees that are employed in the school. At this point, we also know that the contractual employees who are actually working within a lot of schools around Delhi do not have proper verification and ID cards. Probably this is going to be one of the major discussions on the agenda to find out how these people can be given a proper identification so as to identify them on the basis of their ID cards or provide them uniforms so that, and also do a background check at this point, because we know that the peon who was working in this particular school where the 5-year-old minor was raped was working in the school for last 3 years, and what led to him committing such a heinous crime is something that the school department and the education department has to provide an answer to, and to foresee these incidences and to make an assurance to the scared parents across India today so that their children are safe inside the school premises. Back to you.
We also understand, Milan, that a police verification is not mandatory as far as the non-teaching staff goes in schools, although most schools did mention that they try and get verification done as far as the non-teaching staff goes. But is there a possibility that there are going to be certain guidelines that will be put in place as far as the security audit of all these schools go? Is the Education Minister going to take some tough measures today?
Definitely, as you rightly pointed out, that there seems to be a big issue wherein, given the fact that most non-teaching staff is not verified or under-verified and does not have the proper papers to have a set of verification that is supposed to be done. So the Deputy CM and Education Minister Molested is going to take that into note, and the Directorate of Education will have to respond as to whether all the private schools are following the set guidelines by the Directorate of Education in terms of maintaining safety and security for the children within schools, and also the fact that the bus conductors, if we talk about the non-teaching staff, whether or not they have a criminal background, a criminal record, and whether these verifications are done or not. And that is something that the Directorate of Education will have to respond on. Most probably, there will be a committee that will be constituted, and they will look into all these lapses that are currently glaring in front of the parents. Back to you.
Milan Sharma, thanks for getting us those breaking inputs on that story.